Black female, I just know what it feels like to be excluded and to be underrepresented. Inclusivity for me is a human rights issue. It means that every voice is heard.
In terms of animation, the important thing is that children see themselves represented on camera and on screen.
It is very important that you have culturally relevant content for children, because if you're trying to educate or edutain through this medium, you are missing the point if you're thinking that you can just go with one culture and keep it that way and go with your assumptions.
My first interest in animation, like all of us, was when we were children and how impressionable it was to us. And it was always just something that had fascinated me. So I started making short films, which I started putting them into festivals, and one of them was Black Barbie, which got a lot of rave review because it was about skin bleaching. What got me into animation was my little cousins, which I also call them the Rugrats. They were watching Ben 10, and I was just confused, like, where are all characters that represent them? So I made an illustration called Naughty Me that was about my little cousin because he's really naughty. And when he saw those images, it's like, that's me, even though it didn't look like him.
I looked at some of the content that moved me very intensely, like Liva Hexie. She was this little odd kid that didn't fit in this little gnome world. And she represented a lot of what my journey was as a child who traveled around a lot and was always the new kid in the school. So I saw just emotionally how you can create characters that can reflect a part of you. So when you have that even further being your culture, the characters that look more like you, it really starts to have a deeper impact for children.
I think back to myself as a child. What would I like to watch? What would I like to see my daughter watch? What kind of role models would she have?
So now I have children, and I'm concerned about what my children are consuming. I'm concerned about their self-identity. I'm concerned about their sense of self-worth. And therefore, it's become a personal and a socio-political mission for me to help with the cause of inclusivity and diversification in the industry and now in the animation industry as well.